Welcome to the Lust Resist or Love Persist read. This is where we examine who wants what and who needs something. The cards we're going to use are Erotic Fantasy Tarot, Romantic Tarot, Listen B, and Bad A Affirmations. The first card is the Lust card. We have the Four of Swords in reverse. Someone is not peaceful. There's no rest for the wicked. It's very ugly up in here. They've been disconnected from their blessings a bit. I'm sorry to hear that. Next, the Love card. This is the World, but it has a star and two shadows holding hands. I would say that this is a revelation, like whatever you can't stand will be seen. Someone's very mixed inside and won't hide anything. It's like they're constantly revealing what the first person is doing. The first person can't do anything right. No matter what they say or do, it's always wrong. They're always the one who's at fault. And the second person is the person who places the shade and feels like their shit doesn't stink. That's what they really think. Both of them, I think, are kind of clueless about the dynamic here. I get a sense that the first person just continues to almost throw their own self under the bus and accept blame that's not theirs. And it causes quite a bit of pain and unrest within themselves. And the second person, they're the one who shines in front of everyone, but they have a very shady touch to them. Like everything they touch isn't the best. There's no rest. I feel like we need to see more information. We're going to get the sparkles of attraction or repulsion between the two. What's the story here? In the past, we have Death in reverse. Something did not gel when they came together. They made each other worse. In the present, we have the Ten of Cups. That's a misery, an infliction, a needing to not be happy on purpose, because the Ten of Cups is in reverse. Discontent. And then the Moon, something will be seen soon and all will be resolved. There'll be a freedom applied here. The Four of Swords in reverse is constantly feeling cursed. There's a feeling of I can't get any rest. I can never be at my best. And the person who, I'm going to say, hogs the spotlight or feels like they're the one, guiding the show because they know, well, it feels like they're the ones that really harshes the mellow here. Tell us more about this first person. Well, they certainly aren't building anything with this Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Everything that they try to do doesn't work. They have love and devotion, though, for the second person. Because we have Two of Cups. They've given up quite a lot for this relationship. They've sacrificed. And they're not mean or ruthless, because we have the Five of Swords in reverse. They feel like a loser constantly. They've lost a lot in this equation. Tell us about the world, please. Well, they want to win. They want to, like I said, hog the spotlight, because we have the Six of Wands. They need that attention. They need the acclaim. But we have the Strength. They're really a coward underneath it all. They're like a shell of a person. They don't have a backbone. But yet, they're the emperor. They're in charge of a lot of things. They're the boss who's a coward and needs attention. And the first person gave up everything to be together with them, and they're the loser. They're the put upon. What's the energy between them, please? The world. The Page of Wands in reverse. See, it's not really going anywhere. It just stays in the same loop, the same stuff every day, day in and day out. Okay, and we have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, so they can't detach from one another. They're like enmeshed. They're not independent. They're dependent on each other. It's a bit of an enthusiasm drain here. But they present one way to the world, but really it's another way. Let's get a final outcome. The Lovers in reverse. It can't keep going on like this. It can't keep happening this way. Either there has to be a major change, or the two have to part ways. And that's what I see here. Because something is going to come out about this. With that moon, it's a release energy. Well, the first person, what do we need to listen be about them? It says, if you don't believe in yourself, how can you expect anyone else to? They feel battered or beaten down by something. If it's a showerless, stay in bed all day type of day, that's okay. They don't have ambition or drive. They struggle to just be alive. Tell us about this second person. It says, there's no such thing as the right time. Trust yourself and do it. All the time, they're getting what they want only. They put themselves first in all equations. You are worthy of everything good in this life, everything. They feel they're everything. The first person feels like they're nothing. The second person feels like they're everything. These are like opposites attract big time. What is bad A about this first person? Don't give up. It's okay. Mistakes are just proof that you're trying. Don't give up. You'll get there. You're going to do great today. But I feel like today, in this person's mind, is someday. They put off their ambition. And they feel like a mistake. They feel like they're not really going anywhere, like they're spinning their wheels. Tell us about the second person. What is their bad A? Come out of the shadows. I'm only human. It's okay to have a meltdown, but I will not unpack and effing live there. It's a ballerina on point. But see, there's shadow when they're together. This person is literally constantly dealing with wounding that first person, and then the second person drags the first person into their shadow. Because I feel like they take all of the energy of the first person, and the first person is unaware that they're being drained. I just feel very, very tired in this relationship. Like, there's a black cloud, there's a discontent, there's a obligation almost. The second person does so much. It's because they're revved up on the first person's energy in a way. And the first person, they are not really being effective or efficient. They give to the relationship, they give to their partner, but they're not independent. So that's why it's easy for the second person to go on the top of the world and be on such a high and kind of success ride, I'll call it. Even if they don't really have the courage, because they're the boss of the relationship, they keep it going because they're having two people's energy inside of them, and the first person is constantly not going because they have less energy inside of them. That's what is being released, though. It's being released. That's what I know. Because this type of dynamic is a karmic dynamic. It's not an equal give or take. And sometimes people just get tired of not having a breakthrough with that Ace of Swords in reverse. And they'll eventually need a change with the Wheel of Fortune. It has to go forward in a different way. And it just feels like, don't be a shadow of yourself, don't give up. My final analysis is that the second person takes advantage of the first person, but the first person lets them. And if the first person has decided to not give up, they're going to have to get out. And that is about letting go and going on to something that's more fulfilling. And that is what is lovely and lusty today. Thank you and namaste.